My crown beings, welcome back, welcome back. This is T. Thank you guys for spending some time with me. Coming through the door, I want to say congratulations. This reading is different. It's gonna hit different. This is a congratulatory reading, message. Take the parts that resonates for you and hold on to them, because it's going to touch a part of you that you really need right now. So, we've been talking about the healing and everything like that. This is for somebody that has healed. This is for somebody that has done a lot of footwork. This is for somebody who has transmuted so many things in life across the board. Transformation is definitely here. Purification is definitely here. I'm hearing crack the code. There's an activation that is going on at this particular time. I am speaking to somebody who has transmuted a lot of negativity through isolation. I'm hearing the master of hermit mode. Turning it into light. Now I want y'all to stay with me, because this is a deep message. They all are. But sometimes you need to hear different things in different ways. This is like center stage. This is like I'm bringing somebody out on a stage, like a comedy show or something like that, where you introduce the act that's about to come on the stage. Now, that's the feeling that I get with this message. I'm literally introducing somebody to the world. You've embraced the darkness. You've embraced the light. You're also embraced by the light and embraced by the darkness. You're on both sides. Who I'm speaking to know how to operate out of their light side and know how to operate out of their dark side. That's not an easy task to do. The joy and serenity mixed with I don't know what's about to happen next is definitely overflowing. Definitely overflowing. Because you're about to become 100% unrecognizable. People already probably don't recognize you. Your legacy is loading. You're loading. All them silent battles that you won, take a bow, take a curtsy, pop your collar. Because who I'm speaking to, somebody that reincarnated to this earth as a divine master. You're not just normal, and you know you're not normal. On quote unquote what they consider normal. It's nothing normal about you. And because the divine knowledge that you have, there's limitless abundance and opportunities headed your way. And also a sacred union as well. The only reason why this particular sacred union is headed your way is because of what you have mastered. This person is on the same timeline as you. You're the channel. You're the source. Your clairvoyance at this time is unimaginable. You see everything. You see it before it happened. You see it while it's happening. And you see things even afterwards. They can't do anything with you. I'm hearing what a time to be alive. And out of all the mastery that you've done in hermit mode, in that isolation, in the darkest hour, now it's time to step into the sun. It's time to step into the spotlight. Because it is indeed your turn. Sometimes we get into places to where you just don't feel like it. Like, no, it's not happening. It is. I'm here to tell you to snap out of it and realize who you are. You're the definition of a light worker. You're the definition of resilience. That's a badge of honor. Very few make it to this level of mastery here on earth. Very few. But you did. Because you've outnumbered the masses. Outnumbered the masses. And you did this on your own. And when I say on your own, not taken away from the divine, not taken away from your spiritual team, you made the conscious decision to do this. Because even though we have all this help behind us, we still have to take the initiative action. That's what separates us. A lot of us hear what's going on and what we need to do, but do a lot of people take that step forward? So you do have to thank you. Thank yourself. Because I don't care how many messages you heard. You could have heard them and still been sitting still laying down in the bed. But you're here today with me speaking to you. You've had numerous sacred missions. This is not one. Some people come here, you got one mission. You got one or two. You've had numerous missions. You've mastered this lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And you still continue to come back to help others. And master it all again, even after forgetting everything from the jump. Like all of us. You don't quite remember everything when you come here. You start to get downloads and information over time. The divine knowledge floods you like it's coming out of a floodgate. That's the type of wisdom you have. Old ancient knowledge. You're highly sought after. You're very, very rare. Your energy is very magnetic. And it ain't nothing nobody can do to stop you right now. What you got to continue to do is keep putting one foot in front of the other. Because I've just presented your stage for you to walk out on. It almost brings tears to my eyes. That you've come so far and you have not given yourself a pat on the back. You have not said thank you to yourself. Be grateful for yourself. You're grateful for everything else. You have to be grateful for yourself. Because can't nobody do it but you. It's like going to school. You got to learn for yourself. Learn what they teach you in school, and most importantly, learn even more outside of school. Because that's a very limited education. very limited and very controlled. You've stepped outside of that and gained so much knowledge. And you're probably trying to figure out, how did I get here? How did I get here? How did I master all this with not having no base knowledge of it in the beginning? What I'm speaking of is self-taught mastery. This is a different ball game. Trust me when I say that. So, I'm T. If y'all don't know, welcome and welcome back. I'm T. I'm the midwife to spirit to give you guys the nourishment that you need to continue on these journeys for whatever that may be. So, we're about to get further into this message. Don't forget, go to the website, Tenaciously Crown. You can book readings. You can book Reiki sessions. And there's also products like crystals, incense, sage, jewelry, and handmade shea butters. I thank you guys. Now thank y'all self. Alright, let's get into this a little bit more. What else do you have for the collective spirit? Achievement. Straight through the door. The efforts plus your intentions. This is not a game. This is not a joke. I am not joking with this feeling that I have today. Because I was woken up out of my sleep throughout the night with this message. And it came in like a ton of bricks. Because achievement is here. You achieved. We're talking about the achieve, not that you're almost there, ready to achieve it. You've achieved it. That's why I said this is a congratulatory message, because it is, because you did it already. You're in the midst of your harvest now. This timeline that you're riding right now, anything dark that's coming to you cannot touch you. And anytime spirit needs to put you back into isolation just for a second to regroup, you will have that comfort of doing so. It's not the type of isolation to where you're hiding from the public, from the community, not that type of isolation. But the power and the knowledge that you have in your energetic field, sometimes you have to go back and recoup. And it's going to be a lot of different times because your energy is so potent. For one, people are going to be overwhelmed. But more importantly, you may feel overwhelmed. But you're going to have to protect your energy at all times by any means necessary. You're going to have to learn how to pull your aura in certain situations. Everybody don't get to see the brightest light of you all the time. You have to control your aura, bring it in certain situations. Situations that you need, bring it out. It's like a switch. It's a muscle. It's something that you have to learn how to do. That part of the mastery, you may not have mastered quite yet. But that's a piece of cake. You've mastered the hard parts. You're going to learn how to protect your energies. You're going to learn how to maneuver out here in another way. This is nothing but another upgrade on top of the numerous upgrades that you've already done yourself. Once again, thank yourself. Don't be ashamed of that. It's not vain. It took a lot of hard work to get here. You deserve that. And I'm here to tell you that. What else for the collective spirit? This is what it comes back to when I said anything of lower frequencies that's trying to come up against you will not prosper. It may form, but it will not prosper. You're untouchable and will remain so as long as you're on this path. There's no limit to the protection that you have. People are going to have to be careful when they do something of the wrong thing to you. It's not going to be a good day for them. You're a powerful human being. Your soul is very, very powerful in a human vessel. That's why your light is so bright. It's coming out of your avatar. It can't hold it back any longer. It cannot hold it back. People are going to come up against you. People are scared of your light. It's not an easy task to maneuver through. They don't know quite how to take you. They just don't. But the wings of light, becoming something new. You're already something new. You flying through here. That last tower that you went through got you here today. That last darkest hour that you had to where you thought you wasn't going to cross over to something better. That's why you here. Longevity. Resilience. Because you chose to keep moving forward. You chose to not let nothing and nobody stop you. That's why we're here today. To bring you out on this stage. Because people may not speak up for you. People may not speak about you this particular way, but I'm here to do it today. I'm here to bring you out on the stage. Because maybe you do need this little push. Because the death and the rebirth is here. You've done that. The darkness to the light. You embodied that. You bodied that. Nobody thought you was coming out on that other side. Still standing. Crawling maybe. But not still standing. Not with your right mind. You had the love and compassion for yourself. That's that self-love. You had it. The violet flame is coming through extra heavy. That's that purification. You're constantly being purified. You're constantly being purified. You're constantly transforming. Transformation is death and rebirth. You're constantly, it's a cycle. That's the cycle you're on. That's the wheel that you're on. If I wanted to be on a wheel, that's the wheel I would want to be on. That's why we have to be mindful of what we're doing and how we're getting to where we need to get to. Because you don't have to step on nobody's toes in order to get there. But you're going to have to continue to remain setting your boundaries. Your boundaries is what scared everybody off in the first place. That was your protection. That's how you learned. That's how you got into that to where people couldn't actually touch you but with the things that they was thinking, with the things that they were saying and doing behind your back. They couldn't touch you because your boundary was up. And guess what? It triggered them. It continues to trigger them, and it will continue to trigger them because if they don't get right with themselves, they're going to continue to be triggered. Like I told you before, that's how you know something is bothering you and something that needs to be healed when it keeps triggering you. That's why I say anything that I say on this channel with any message or reading I'm giving, if it triggers you, look in the mirror at it. Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to trigger you in a good way, not trigger you into, oh, now I'm finna talk stuff because I feel like she talking to me and talking at me. Maybe I am. But maybe you need to hear that. But if it's triggering you, take a look at it. because this is, again, a judge-free zone. I'm just here to do my part. I have my missions too. And we're all built differently. Everybody's not going to be able to give a message like I give. Some people may be a little bit more laid back. Some people need that extra aggressiveness at times. I'm one of them. You can't be too passive with me trying to tell me something, because I done already looked at it 99 million ways. So if you're going to come to me and be confident in what you're talking about. Or else I'm not going to listen to you. And I can tell you that now. Calming the waters. You're at peace right now. All that angelic assistance, the divine guidance, the love and support that they have given you has gotten you here with taking the steps forward. Oh, they can't stand you. They can't. I'm not here to pretend like these people really like you out here, because they don't. A lot of the times you're being tolerated. That's it. Just tolerate it. Because they know it ain't nothing they can do with you. So they tolerate you. What else they gonna do? They want to be in your presence. They don't want to be, but they scared they gonna miss something, because they actually learn from you, but they'll never tell you that. That's a crazy, tiring game to play. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. Isolation. This is you. You went into that darkness and turned the cave into light. The isolation master. People just thought you was being standoffish, or didn't want to do this, or didn't want to go to the party and over here and everything. No, you didn't have it to give at the time. You knew you was doing something important. You just didn't know how important it was. You passed all the tests with flying colors. And I'm not saying there wasn't a few setbacks here and there. But we're here today talking about you. You did that. This isolation, you did that. You turned it all into light. Plenty of crying days. People didn't even know you was crying behind doors. They don't know how many days you cried. But it's probably more than they could bear. And you still went out with a smiling face. Like everything was okay. Like nothing was wrong. Like you hadn't just went through the darkest time of your life. Because you still showed up for other people. Because that's who you are. That's what you built for. You was built for this. You was built for this. What I just say? All these masks. You behind fighting these silent battles that I'm speaking of, and coming out politicking with everybody else. Like nothing is going on. People have been sending headaches your way because they trying to send a minds. I feel it right now. On the left side of my head. That's not going to faze me. I know it's happening, but it can't faze me. You can't touch me. You only hurting yourself. They was doing that exactly to you. Sending aches and pains your way. When it was time for you to get up and do something, you just didn't have the motivation to drive a lot of days to do it, because so many things was projected at you to slow you down. And that's all it did, was slow you down, because they couldn't stop you. They couldn't stop you. They stuck clinging to the past. You're trying to go forward. You don't even want to hang in the same circles no more. It's too draining. You can't be the smartest one in your circle. You can't be the only one doing certain things, because when we have certain circles, a lot of times we grow out of that. They got us to where we needed to be. Then it's time to find other circles. It's no shade or trying to leave somebody behind. You just don't resonate with certain things and certain people no more. It's impossible to resonate with something you was resonating with 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. The majority of that change. Not to say these people are not good, but everybody has a job to do. We have a job to get one another where we need to be. Sometimes you know the role you play in somebody's life, sometimes you don't, and vice versa. But everybody got a role. You just took your magic, worked it the way you needed to work it for yourself to get you out of them same thought patterns. You had to stir the pot. Everything was sitting at the bottom of the pot. You stirred the pot. You got the gunk off the bottom of the pot. And filtered it out. Which why you're able to see clearly now. Not just with your 2 eyes. No. That clairvoyance, when I say you see everything, you see everything. This is a different kind of power. This is a true different kind of power. And I'm here to bring it out. Because you have a job. Just like I have a job to share this message. Because you have other gifts and things that you need to do for the collective yourself. Plenty of acts of service. They deserve to hear it. They deserve to see it. They deserve to hear it. Whatever your niche is, because everybody got something different. It's something you need to give to the community that you have that nobody else can do but you. And if you come this far, you already know. Because you've been receptive to this. You've took it on. You've embraced it. You've embraced this and you're ready for it. And you always knew this day would come. Surprise, surprise. Because you're here. You're definitely here. Laziness couldn't get you here. Being proactive did. Being active and proactive got you here. It's nothing ordinary about you. Zero. I love to remind y'all about that. It's nothing ordinary about you. I hope y'all soaking this in. Take it in. Take a deep breath. Take this in. This ain't light. This ain't no light work. You're a light worker. But this ain't no light work. Know the difference. Know the difference. Whew. My soul child. You're the game changer. You're the changer of the game. The light been shining down on you for a long time. You guys are probably seeing orbs and everything like that. Probably been seeing them. Didn't even know what it was. Some of you thought your vision was messed up. That you were seeing bubbles in your eyes. Probably going to the eye doctor and everything. Those was the orbs that's been protecting you this whole time. Very galactic. Very galactic. You were seeing just fine. There's nothing wrong with your vision. A lot of times when my visions come through so much and so heavy, my 2 eyes can't see no way because I'm seeing out of my 3rd eye. That's the only eye the divine source want me to see through. So sometimes my vision will get cloudy because that's not the eyes, the 2 eyes that I need to be using at that particular time anyway. There's nothing wrong with your vision. You're just fine. That's for somebody, because you needed to hear that. That eye doctor can't do nothing for you. They can't do nothing with that activated third eye. They can't do nothing with that. Because you was initiated by air. You see her with this blindfold, and I've been talking about this vision. You didn't need to see with those two eyes. See, this is the part where sometimes I don't think y'all be listening. You didn't need to see with those two eyes. Because your third eye was transforming you the whole entire time. You didn't need to see with those. You thought you did. And eventually you did start seeing with them again. But not for this. Our eyes, our two eyes that we use are very limited. Our third eye is limitless. And that's how you got here. Being limitless. Because you were seeing from a whole different point of view, a whole different perspective. What happens when we go into hermit mode? You carrying the light with the lantern. It started with a little light. But this isolation you broke through. You put a stop to everything that was no longer serving you. You seen things differently. Like the hangman, you had to stop. You had to pause. You unplugged from the mass consciousness. Remember when I said earlier, you are the masses? You are. You've outnumbered the masses. I told you guys that. You outnumbered the masses. Because you broke free from the matrix thinking. You're on your own. You have this higher knowing. You have that. This divine knowledge, this divine wisdom. You have that. It ain't nothing they can do. That's why they mad. But they're going to continue to stay mad because you're not getting down off this throne. You're not getting down. You've earned your spot here. And you're going to stay. You're going to stay. What I tell you about that sacred union. Metatron and Sandalphon. Metatron is a very powerful master. He is Enoch. Enoch, he walked the human life and became a divine master. This is what I'm talking about. I said you guys reincarnated as a divine master. You're understanding lessons. This sacred connection, this sacred union that you're coming into, like I said, you're both on the same timelines. You guys are going to understand each other and not even know each other for long periods of time. Because it's going to be an instant connection. An instant knowing. Hilarion. The divine emergence. Be seen. Let the world know your gifts. Y'all listening? You guys, Metatron, Hilarion, scribes. This knowledge that you know is coming back to you. Sometimes when you put your pen to paper, you write things that you didn't even know. You didn't even consciously know that you knew. Because there's a sense of automatic writing here. You're being guided. You're being led. That heart chakra is busted wide open. That's the reason you're getting everything that you deserve or about to. Because it's already in your energy field. You already worked for it. It's already yours. It's already yours. Clairvoyance activated. The Lemurians are psychic awareness, the sensitivity. Trust your intuition. You're fully activated. You're seeing things through your third eye. You don't need these two. Yeah, they there. You're going to use them, but not for this task that you have to do right now. Not the task that you set yourself for up all this time through all that isolation. This task is different. It's totally different. But you got this because you've mastered this numerous times over and over and over and over again. What did I say about the violent flame is here? I hope it's not blurry. I hope you guys can see it. The violent flame is here. Their energy is here. It's been here before I sat down. The alchemy, the releasing the old, making way for the new. Saint Germain is over the violent flame. He's the seventh ray. Seventh ray, the spirituality aspect of this thing. You've mastered that. I want to remind you again, this ain't no light work. You're a light worker, but this ain't no light work. Nothing light about it. Because you got the inner fire. And now you about to let your passions lead you to a whole different era. Now you're in receiving mode to bring everything in. But you're moving on. Because your heart is expanded. I told you it's busted wide open, Lady Nada. Roses. Being open, feeling liberated. Because you're ready to be loved and let somebody love you. You're ready for that. It took you a long time to get here, but you're ready for it now. You didn't let love in. You didn't let a lot of people in. That's why that isolation path wasn't so hard. You was used to that anyway. Make sure they ain't upside down. You was used to that anyway. I'm telling you, this message is heavy. This is heavy. Allow you to reintroduce yourself because you're coming back out. Full throttle. They can't leave you behind no more. Because you done left everything behind that you needed to leave behind. You're no longer holding on to that. You're already healed. You're no longer holding. The swords are out. You didn't heal with the swords still in your heart. You healed it without the swords, which means you've truly healed yourself. Y'all know the Three of Swords has the three swords going through the heart. You didn't took them out. Because you truly healed. That's why you eliminated yourself away from other people. That's why I say they don't know how many days you've cried. They don't know how many days you screamed and hollered. They don't know. And that's okay too. They don't have to know. But that's how resilient you are. Because you're harvesting now. You picking. You getting your stuff. You've pruned everything. Everything is growing up blissfully, healthy. Everything you step into is something healthy. Because you're ready now. You're ready now to receive that. This Two of Cups. Normally they cups are coming face to face. Y'all are embarking within one another. This is your soulmate. This is your life companion for the rest of your days here. This can definitely be a old life, past life mate connection as well. This is pure love. This is pure healing love. This is a healing energy. You've never felt a love like this. I can tell you that. Not this lifetime. Now it's time to feel it this lifetime. You felt it all in all the other lifetimes. Now it's your turn to feel it this lifetime too. Because you know what it is. You just haven't been able to get your hands on it. Now you're getting your hands on it. Here's that Knight of Cups. Y'all gonna be drinking out of the cups. Y'all gonna be going out. You're going to date each other. You're going to enjoy one another's time and company. Because it's always quality over quantity. Definitely. Y'all about to send them to the dirt with this. Whoever this person is, this may be somebody that you know of. Y'all spirits may resonate. But somehow, some way, the people ain't gonna like it. But you can't please everybody. So don't even worry about that. You can't please them all. Put them in the dirt. Let them go on about their business. That ain't your problem. That is not your problem. Let it go. Which you already did. But you're going to have to let that go too. Once they see y'all two in action. That's why I say put them in the dirt before they see it come. You may take some people up out of here. When you start really releasing these gifts. Because you're about to release them. Because you're coming out on the stage. I'm preparing the stage. For you to make your grand entrance. After all that you've done. After all that you've done. Because you're about to put them in the dirt. And anybody that comes up against you can possibly risk losing their life without even knowing it. Without even knowing it. Ooh-wee. They better do the right thing. They better do the right thing. They don't need to be confused. Because confusion is going to eat their ass up. They better choose wisely is what I'm hearing. You've slayed the things that came against you in the waking hours. You've slayed the things that came to you while you slept. They sent things to destroy you even while you were sleeping and still couldn't touch you. Do you hear me? And death is the consequences of that. But just because it may not be a literal death, they're dead in some type of way. Whether their mind, their heart, they're stopping and blocking their blessings that's coming to them. They didn't self-mutilated themselves. So nothing is going to come in. That's the meaning of death for them. Some of it could be a literal death, but the majority of them is nothing literal. It's going to be the things that they put their life on hold for by doing things to people that they had no business even trying to touch. Do y'all hear me? You worked long. You worked hard. This foundation you've built, you've coming into it. You're collecting the fruits of your hard work and labor. It's time to eat. It's time to do what you're going to do. New adventures await you. New adventures await you. Turn that light on, Katie. The big light. New adventures await you. Man, I just want to say congratulations. You did it. Y'all did this. Ain't nobody do it but you. You had help, yes. Angelic help, yes you did. But you did this. You did this. The cosmic wave. The new friendship that you're coming into. The galactic energetic field that's protecting you as well. You got in-house protection. You got outside protection. You're mixed with the light. You're mixed with the dark. You got protection on both sides. Both sides. Can't too many say that. The Crystal Kingdom. You're materializing everything. All the psychic debris that you had is gone. It's cleared out. It's cleared out. Because what I tell y'all, that y'all the channel, y'all are the source. You're the inner oracle. You are the channel. You are the channel. I meant that. I be meaning what I say. You're self-fulfilling your prophecy. Whether you know the terms or not. You're self-fulfilling your prophecies. You hold the temple secrets. This is the sacred wisdom. This is the divine knowledge that you know, that you obtain through isolation. Again, once again. Through isolation. That's how you obtained this. They weren't ready for it. These fools couldn't hold you back. If y'all know that song, you know what they really say. But these fools couldn't hold you back. We're going to pull 2 of these cards. I'm going to get y'all angel numbers, and I'm going to let y'all go because it's time for y'all to step on this stage. I've been holding it up, introducing y'all for a long time. Solar plexus, your creativity. Time to illuminate them. Time to bring them out. You have so much brewing. Bring them out. Don't worry about them being perfect. This is perfection. This is the perfection you need. Be vulnerable to the situations that you have coming towards you, because this is all beyond the mind. It has nothing to do with the way we normally think, because our minds, our human brains cannot fathom something of this nature. Let me be real with that. Your human brain cannot fathom what you've endured, the things that you know. You won't even be able to process that. Our brains are not strong enough for that. That's why this is old ancient wisdom coming through, because you was the scribe. You was the scribe. We're going to get 2 angel numbers. Don't forget, go to the website, Tenaciously Crown. Sign up for the blogs. I have the zodiac readings for the signs that come out, since we don't do zodiacs here. The zodiacs, I do those weekly, and then I put out an energetic reading for the collective every week. You guys sign up and subscribe for each one of those, so you can be able to get them every Sunday at 5 a.m. Central Time. Spiritual Awakening, 1001, New Beginnings, Personal Development, Prioritizing, Creativity. My eyes are getting blurry, y'all. Yeah, they've been blurry, but I ain't have to read like that because I was channeling. And Healing, in the right direction. A new phase. In a religious or spiritual quest, you're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. That's that hermit isolation. You done already been there. You're coming out of that. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. It didn't pass. Enlightenment is not a mindset. Enlightenment is a lifestyle. Enlightenment is a space of being. That's what that is. You're in the dead smack middle of enlightenment. You're walking the enlightening path because you already built that. You done went through the dark night of the soul already, through that isolation, through the hermit mode. I told limitless, boy. Thank you, Spirit, because you always remind the collective of what I said at the beginning, and throughout the reading, always circle back around like these zeros on this picture, because this is limitless potential. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you could dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax, because you already got it. I told you, it's already in your energetic field. It's here for you. I love you guys. And we would definitely come back. This message was something. Listen to it again if you need to feel it again, running through your soul. This is for you. Welcome to the stage. You've been crowned.